morning and welcome to Morning Coach. Today, I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it's JB. Super pumped you're here. It's June 9th, ready to take it on. 5722. Excited about this week. Excited about this month. There's a lot going on. I'm not going to spend a ton of time here. If you've been listening to some of the special coach casts and stuff we're doing, we're staffing up, and we've got some great people and some great new tools and systems. And pretty much what we're doing, just to be real quick here before we get into the week, is we're moving all of our members, our VIP members, our inner circle, international inner circle members, into a special system. And we're going to be reaching out to you. You've probably seen the emails. And we're going to be making sure you're getting relevant information to your particular plans. Carl Ria's come on, who is our membership support person. Amazing. Support at morningcoach.com instead of info is going to be what you want to use. And then Tracy's handling a lot of the other stuff at info at morningcoach.com. Just great team and really focused in on you, right? And we're going to be building a lot for you on the backside and understanding what you need so that we can provide those resources to you as we continue to build here at Morning Coach. So Kari, you'll see her in the community. We're redoing our meetup structure, our calendar situation, so you can, get involved. You're going to see that we're able to really connect with each other and make a difference. Like I always said, the value is in the community. I mean, we have the most amazing people. You're amazing. I mean, we have the most amazing people here, and we're bringing people together, and we're doing our part, and because of you, we can do this. Like, I think it's really important to understand, because you're here and being a part of this, we can now expand this and make this even better. So thank you. And I'm happy Tracy's doing a phenomenal job on the back end and helping us with a lot of things, and Carl Ree is doing an amazing thing, and also amazing things. And also, just so you know, some of the support hours and stuff will be up, so you know when to get us. And when if you need something, how to get a hold of us. We're really, really working on that and trying to move away from, all the marketing stuff mixing in with our members. And we want to make sure that this is really important for you, and we're structuring for you, no matter what level or whatever you're doing. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's get into this week. I'm pumped. I mean, this is what I love. It's ILD month. If you've had a chance to go up there, as you know, we brought it into Morning Coach. I've mentioned that, part of the problem in the past, I get a couple hundred students, and 100 of the students would be Morning Coach people and 100 people weren't, and it just didn't work that well. So now by bringing it into Morning Coach, it just works better for me. And, it's a revenue loss, but in the end of the day, in the big picture, as we launch in September, it will be there as part of our system. And whether you want to jump in or not, there's this idea of doing what you love, this passion, this scratch the itch. I love it. I don't know why anybody, and I haven't really met anybody that says, nope, I don't want to make some money doing what I love. But if you do, if you don't, that's okay. We've got so many other things going on in the structure, whether it's longevity or the AI stuff, or, just our planning systems and structure. You don't have to jump on board with this. But if you're somebody that's like, man, I really would like to do this. I don't want to retire. I want to have energy every day. I want to get up and do what I love and still have fun contributing to the world. And maybe it's not financial. Maybe it's about contribution. That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to get into it this week, because today is about passion, doing what you love, and scratching the itch. You're going to hear me talk a lot about scratching that itch. You have an itch to do something. Well, if you're going to have an itch to do something, let's finance it. Let's monetize it, or let's create contribution. Really exciting. So we're going to be getting into that today. Tomorrow we got our book study, Designing Your Life, talking about where are we at? Are we designing life? What's happening? Are the things working? Are they not? What changes do we need to make? If you don't want change, it's totally cool. But if you want to make changes, then you're going to have to jump in and do it. Our metaphysical day, we got, can you truly make money doing fun things? I get that question a lot, so we're going to hit that hard. And then Thursday, the Ask JB. Again, this is the one that I get the most of, and I'm going to keep covering it on Thursdays until you are clear with this. How do I find the time for this? I've got so much going on. How do I find the time for this? And so we're going to hit that Thursday again. Make sure you're there. Friday, we're going to talk about knowing the defense, keeping expenses down. If you've been watching the ILD videos, if you've got into the first understanding of what ILD is about, you're going to understand this more than somebody that hasn't watched it. But really, it's a football analogy that I've brought into the world. We've been using it for years and years and years, and it's about getting a good defense in place, understanding your expenses, and why are you doing it, okay? So then, of course, we got Saturday with Dr. Paul, who's been doing his longevity series, really been focusing on gut health a lot, but there's some really good stuff coming from Dr. Paul. And then Sunday, we've got Does It Really Matter? I want to ask that question. Does it really matter? We're going to focus on what's important. So as you know, our month's theme is ILD, career entrepreneurship, residual income, and freedom. Our focus is about taking time back. That's what we're doing with ILD. And so we're going to keep embracing AI this month. We're going to co-create, do some cool stuff together. You already see that. We're going to deliver certainty. Make sure you have that plan and you're certain. And if you need the support, we're going to give it. We're going to slow down and gain velocity. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes you got to slow it down to be able to gain the velocity. You got to pull it back. So think of a slingshot. You got to pull it back slowly. And then when you let it go, boom, it goes. And that's what we're going to do in life. So it's Monday, and that means it's time to set the tone. You've got 7 days to build, refine, and move your life forward. Let's do it together. And today we organize that energy by tapping into what matters most, your passion. So let's get organized around what you love. And there was a point, in my life, I wasn't doing that. I was working in a corporate job that I didn't really love. I thought that is what I wanted to do, and I was pursuing the money, and I started to realize maybe I want to make less money and do what I want to do what I want to love, or do what I love to do, or what is it that I love to do? And I had to kind of really think in that. And that persistent feeling that I wasn't doing what I was meant to do. I had success, I had security, but I really didn't have that joy. And, it was not really the start of Morning Coach. It was to write my first book is really what started. But as we got to Morning Coach and as things started to come in, it just gets better and better and better. And you're here now. And today I'm excited to share with you the growth that we've gotten into. I've talked to Karen, Roxanne, so many of our wonderful people in our inner circle. I was talking to Roxanne the other day how, it just has taken so long. I feel like I've been in business for 20 years and I'm just now understanding this. And I'm having some exciting moments because I am getting clear about what I want and the things that we teach you with our morning ritual, right? If you're new, taking time for self-care, listen to CoachCast, getting that planner organized, getting those 7 P's in order, it works. I know not everybody wants to do it. Look, I just last week ran a 1:33 half marathon, okay? If you really want to do that and you're physically capable and you're willing to train for it, you could do it. I figured it out, right? So I get it. Not everybody wants to do it. And sometimes it's hard. I finished the race and I was standing there and a woman goes, God, that guy's 55, almost 56 years old. And the other woman's like, ugh, yeah. And I can't help it if somebody doesn't want to put the effort, right? And I get that even with lifestyle. I get it. If you don't want to make the effort, I get it. But don't be jaded, right? Because there's people like us that are working hard. We're putting the energy out there, and again, I'm not a runner, but now I'm becoming an elite runner. Why? Because I'm my mission and my vision. Couldn't believe I ran a 1:33. That's like 7-minute miles. Crazy. But it's just this stuff works. But you've got to have the plan and the structure and that mission and that vision. What do you really want to do? Because we're going to support you and help you with that. I get it. Some of this stuff is way out there. It's different. It's not what we thought. Go to school, get a degree, get a job, die, right? I mean, that's really what they've taught us for years. But there are so many different ways to live your life. What do you want to do? Do you want to run a company? Sometimes running a company is worse than a job. So it's really about getting clear about what it is that you want to establish and what you want to do, and then working on in little bits of it, little bites of it, because you'll find those passions. 2 years ago, I said I would never run more than a 5K. Life changes, right? Things change, and that's okay. But you got to be willing to step back and go, okay, I'm willing to make the change. I'm willing to do the things I need to do. And that's, hey, first of all, self-care. Listen to CoachCast, get organized, and start moving forward. And guess what? If you find out that it doesn't work for you, the things that you're doing, that's okay. Change. That's what we do. Okay? So remember, this is a do month. We've got our plan. We're working on it. We don't want to be making too many changes at this point. We want to stay consistent. And then we want to work our 4 legs of our table that we always talk about. Your mission, your vision. Why are you doing this? Why did you want this in your life? Have you ever just sat back and said, why did I even want to do this? Right? We're going to talk about this life. If your calendar isn't matching your mission, your week will feel chaotic. Do you have that mission in order? Do you have that vision in order? If not, let's work together to get that straightened around. Do you have the team? We're here to support you. Do you have somebody supporting you? Do you have a coach, a VA, even a friend who believes in your path? If not, you're carrying too much. That's what we're doing here. We're building a support system that's getting better. That leg of the table is getting stronger. And then how about communication? Are you clearly expressing what you need to your team, to your audience, or even to yourself? Are you communicating? We need communication. Okay. And even for us, we're getting better. Like I said, you'll see on the form, what type of communication do you want from us? Do you want emails? We're not going to send you marketing. I mean, we bought an entirely different system just for our members. So that way you don't get the marketing emails. So if you say, I don't want the marketing and I don't want any of that stuff, great. We'll take it off. Just tell us what is the best way that we can communicate so you're not deleting the email that's important for you, that's relevant for you. Okay. And we want to communicate better and better and better. That's a big part of this. And same with you. And then a commitment to improvement. What one system can you clean up or improve this week? Are we improving week after week? I get it. Sometimes we don't have the motivation or the energy, but if we just do little things consistently, that's why I'm here every day, with Dr. Paul. 5,722 days. Okay, why are we here so much? Because you need it, and you're going to fall off. We all do, but you get back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going. Okay? So what is one of the big things with ILD? It's about scratching the itch. Scratching the itch is turning your passion into the process, right? And looking at how can I generate revenue from the things that I'm doing, whether it was, for me, golf, which now I've got professional golfers, or running, which I'm getting more and more involved in, meeting amazing people, connecting with more people, but specifically learning the language of running. So when I meet another runner, we can have a discussion about shoes. We can talk about PRs. We can talk about BQs. These are things I couldn't talk about 2 years ago. So when you get your interest, you're able to take that interest and then you can do things with that interest. Okay? So start to scratch your itch. So how do we do that? Well, what are your passions? Write down 3 things you love doing. What do you really love? What are you loving right now? And if you can't think of this, go buy some childhood things. I just got this Civil War book that's so cool. And in elementary school, I used to look at these maps and I would draw them all out. I love strategy. That was just me. I thought I was going to be a general one day. And I strategically would look at these Civil War maps and they had all these art things. And I found one on the internet and bought it. Takes me right back to 5th grade. Gives me some energy to say, okay, what do I want to do? So go find an old toy, do something to get some energy because we got to find that passion. And then ask, can I build this into my life more? Is there a way that could lead to income or value? Is there a way? Can you scratch the itch? How about mini habits? Don't go all in. Start with a 10-minute block today focused on this passion. That's my thing. It's not about going just so black or white with things. It's just do a little bit and see, is this something you're going to go all in on and how can we make that happen for you? Systems beat talent, right? It's really important to understand that. Build a system to support what you love. Your calendar time, daily routines, energy protection, the things that we're talking about here at Morning Coach are so important. I'm getting you a different way to think about life, the things that you do. It's a different way. Is it challenging? Yes. Is it easy? No. Is it hard? No. As Dr. Wayne Dyer told me that day, what we do isn't hard. It's not hard. Roofing in the middle of the summer is hard. So are we willing to do what it takes? So efficiency through alignment. When you align your calendar with your values, you move faster with less resistance. Review your calendar today. This is a tip. Is 80% of it aligned with what you love or you want to build? And I'm going to tell you, most people, it's going to say no. 100% of it is not what I want to do today. That's a problem. How did we get here? How do we reverse some of this? Let's at least have 20% of our day, right? Doing what we love. Don't we want to do that? I mean, to me, that's what ILD is about. That's what life's about. It's about choices. It's about freedom. Or as Karen says, my only child spoiledness, right? But it's true. Why aren't we living that? Why aren't our families living that? This isn't about a feeling thing, I just got to feel comfortable. In fact, it's the opposite. You should be driving towards things. Like me, a 7-minute, I was running 7:07, I think, 1:33. I almost went a 1 hour and 30-minute half marathon. I'm just blown away by that. And why? Because I'm building systems. I'm turning things that I love to do and just having fun. It's amazing. The results come from that. Okay, so your challenge today. Let's give you a challenge. Block 30 minutes this week to do something purely passion-based, even if it doesn't make sense. Just do it because it scratches the itch. We need to do more things that bring us energy. Remember, we talk about that in December. I'm going to work with you on your plan, and every year it gets better. That's why sometimes this takes years, because every year you start doing more things that bring you energy and less things that take energy. Your thought of the day is don't wait for a passion to become practical. Make your life practical for your passion. Love that thought. Okay, so your journal, get your journal out today and, put down this one. Where have I been ignoring an internal itch? What is a small action I can take to scratch it today? Okay, and an itch to me is like a passion, something you want to do. Okay? Quote a day from Tony Gaskins. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. That's a tough one to swallow. But there's a lot of truth to that. If you don't build your dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Let's build some dreams a day. And if you're not feeling 100% fulfilled, if you're not feeling 100% supported, guess what? We're here. We're here, and we're building the team, and we're building structure to support you. All we have to have you do is the fourth leg of the table. Get committed to this. My dream is your success. That's why I do this. I want to help 800 people live their best life over the next 15 years. It's very simple for me. So whatever level you want to get involved with, you just let us know. We're here for you. We're building to support that group. And that's why I'm building new systems and structures that is outside of the business stuff. You know, the marketing stuff. I'm building stuff so I know for you that it's clean, it's pure, and you're somebody that fits into that group of VIPs and 800 people I want to work with. So just get involved. Get involved. As Tony Gaskins says, if you don't build your dream, somebody's going to hire you to build theirs. Let's build your dream. You're in the right place at the right time. We just got to keep moving forward. And if you're brand new, just hang in there. There's a lot here. I get it. Just hang in there. We're building. All right? So let's get ready. Let's have a great start of the week. It is the summer, and the summer is for what? The summer is for building. The end of the year is for planning. The summer is for building. Yes, it's about having fun, but it's also building. Okay, I love you, and I'll be back with you right here tomorrow as we get into our book study, and we keep rocking and rolling on morningcoach.com. So go have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you up in the community. Jump on up there if you get a chance today.